It's the radio guy, Mike Prince. Welcome to another episode of the Mike Prince Show, brought to you daily here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our social media handles, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, all at the Mike Prince Show. The YouTube channel is Open Mic Broadcast Network, the website obnradio.com, and our 24-hour dial-in message line, 713-570-6736. And without any further delay, we're going to jump right into today's episode. Well, the hits just keep on coming from MLB baseball. Alex Cora now has been relieved of duties from the Boston Red Sox before MLB could strike its penalty on Cora. The Red Sox decided that enough was enough. The handwriting was on the wall, so they decided to part ways. Now, it's going to be probably a stiffer penalty against Cora because he was involved with both the Astros and the Red Sox, but that's yet to be determined. Meanwhile, the New York Mets are sweating bullets because of Carlos Beltran's involvement as a player, even though they're not going against any players right now, but for the quote-unquote integrity's sake, the Mets are now in a pickle on how they're going to handle Carlos Beltran, who will be starting off as a new manager for the New York Metropolitans. Now, the problem with Beltran's involvement with this is that when the Mets hired him in November, just when this scandal report was breaking out, Beltran said he knew nothing about it, but the reports are showing that he actually did know a lot about what was going on, and he was one of the integral pieces on that. And if you go back and listen to why the Mets hired him, they said he had the ability to help teams with insightful knowledge to help them get a competitor's edge. It is going to be really interesting to see how they handle that current situation. Meanwhile, as I stated, the other teams that were mentioned, I gave my reference on what I thought who the other logical teams would be involved in this stealing scam. And just for refresher's course, Houston Astros, New York Yankees, Boston Red Sox, St. Louis Cardinals, Arizona Diamondbacks, Chicago Cubs, Milwaukee Brewers, and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Those are the teams that I'm thinking that has some type of elaborate scheme, as mentioned in the said report. I do not have any concrete evidence whatsoever that any of that is true. It's just my gut feeling. So baseball finds itself in another pickle. It's a matter of them sorting things out to get to the bottom of it. We know that basketball season has just kicked off in the NCAA ranks, but in 29 days, baseball season will officially be off and running. The Prairie A&M University Panthers will open up the 2020 season in New Orleans, Louisiana. They'll open up on Lover's Day, February 14th, with a doubleheader against Alabama State and Alcorn. First pitch set for Alabama State will be at 11 a.m., and they'll come back and play Alcorn at 3 p.m. That Saturday, February 15th, they'll open up against Arkansas Pine Bluff at 1 p.m., and then they'll close out against New Orleans on Sunday, February 16th at 2 p.m. Then the following Wednesday, they'll be in Aggie Land on February 19th for a 6:30 first pitch start. And if you recall our interview with Carlos James, who is the head baseball coach of the Pine Bluff Golden Lions, and he happens to serve as committee chair for SWAC baseball coaches. Not this year, but 2021, they're pushing to have all conference teams play each other and do away with the East and West, and then just have an 8-team tournament, which I'm excited for that forecast. And talked about a few rule changes that are going to be coming in. They're going to be testing the bats prior to each series, which is to help for safety concerns and keep the integrity of the game flowing. So we're truly excited for the 2020 baseball season. And of course, we'll keep you up to date, not only on Panthers baseball, but SWAC baseball as a whole, as they begin to intertwine and get things off the ground. Excited to see the growth of SWAC baseball. Right now, as things stand, it appears that the tournament will still be down in the Big Easy, at least for 2020. I have been a firm believer, and I'll state it again, that baseball is one of those sports that you could really even the playing field, especially with the scholarships that are available. 11.7 scholarships across the board. It does not matter. Now, the third paid coach, which they're pushing real hard on the Power 5 level, that will probably come into play, which increases the development part of your program, but the scholarships remain the same. And if we focus on that, maximize that, you can do a lot of good on the baseball diamond. So we'll see how everything comes together here in the very near future. I want to remind you that you can keep up not only with baseball updates, football updates, but total athletic updates of the world of the SWAC and beyond right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Open Mic Broadcast Network, and you'll never miss anything that's being produced from the network and beyond. We do need to serve notice that we have an interview that we had scheduled for today, but due to circumstances beyond our control, we had to reschedule. And that was the interview scheduled with Dr. Tim Sams, who is Vice President of Student Affairs and happened to be leading the search for the new athletic director at Prairie View A&M University. So we do apologize for that, but it is coming. We were locked and loaded, had it all set, ready to go. Then we got the notice that we had to change it. So now it's tentatively set for Tuesday of next week. And we'll keep you posted on it as things develop. Panthers basketball on the road at Grambling and Jackson. Check us out live Sunday night with the Mike Prince Show live. We'll hear from Coach Byron Smith as he'll recap the game that was and will be in between the Grambling and Jackson State battle. We'll be getting together with Coach Sandy Pugh, have a report and feedback on the women's side of things on the hardwood. We're like big hand, little hand, service around the clock. Trying to get it done only like we can here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Don't forget, subscribe to our YouTube channel at Open Mic Broadcast Network. There has been a slight increase in bump, and we still need you to help us grow to reach that 1,000 subscribers. Will you join forces with us today? Open Mic Broadcast Network on our YouTube channel. I am going to exit stage left. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince, thanking you guys as always for joining in with us, encouraging us, and supporting the cause for which we stand for. My time is far spent, and I've got to go. But until the next time, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.